For the third day in a row, they are out on the streets. Fighting with police went on into the night. Anti-government protesters, most of them students, facing up to riot police outside Tehran University. But what began as a protest about rising food prices and welfare benefit cuts turned political on Saturday. Earlier in the day, they chanted, "Not Gaza, not Lebanon, my life for Iran." Don't be afraid, we're staying strong together. An expression of anger about claims the government is focusing more on regional issues than economic problems at home. Iranian TV showed a display of strength by crowds of pro-government supporters in cities nationwide. Tens of thousands of people on the streets chanting "Death to America, down with Israel," in support of Iran's supreme leader, Ali Khamenei.
People have protested against inflation and other problems, but that does not show that our people have turned on each other or are against the ruling system and their leadership.
The pro-government rallies were pre-planned to mark the anniversary of the end of the unrest that shook the country in 2009. Unrest in Iran prompted several tweets from the US president on Saturday, warning oppressive regimes cannot endure forever. Many reports of peaceful protests by Iranian citizens fed up with the regime's corruption and its squandering of the nation's wealth to fund terrorism abroad. Iranian government should respect their people's rights, including rights to express themselves. The world is watching.
For some time now, there's been some disparate groups who've been protesting, whether it was savers who've lost their savings through these corrupt financial institutions, whether it's pensioners who no longer gain their pensions or have to live on reduced pensions, it's people who worried about the environment, it's women, it's all these groups. And they've been protesting and protesting, and you could see that their slogans are now becoming more radical. You could see that the atmosphere is getting tenser and tenser. And most of all, what you could see is that they no longer seem to have that fear from the security forces. They're at the end of their tether.
While this was a huge display of support for the Iranian leadership, the government will be concerned at just how quickly a protest about food prices could become political. Peter Sharp, Al Jazeera.